The true story of Charles Uchenna Nwadovid. A modern tale of deception, trust, and downfall. Please don't forget to subscribe. Charles Uchenna Nwadovid lived a life that, on the surface, seemed ordinary. He moved quietly between Abuja and London, blending into airport crowds, answering messages on his phone, and managing accounts that only he fully understood. But behind the calm face was a man who had built an invisible empire, one made not of buildings or businesses, but of lies. The beginning of the web. It started small. A message here, a friendly hello there. Charles and his associates created online identities, charming, sympathetic, sometimes pretending to be lonely widowers, hardworking professionals overseas, or soldiers stationed abroad. Somewhere in America, on the other side of the ocean, there were people who believed those identities. They were looking for companionship, friendship, hope. And Charles's messages seemed to offer exactly that. Trust becomes a trap. As days turned into weeks, those online conversations became part of these victims' daily lives. They spoke of dreams, the future, and the promise of meeting someday. Then came the crisis. A sudden medical emergency. A legal problem. A business opportunity that just needed a little help. And because they trusted him, or the person he pretended to be, they sent money. At first a little, then more, then everything they could. What they didn't know was that their money would be routed halfway across the world, landing in accounts that Charles controlled remotely. The money trail. Charles was clever. He rarely touched the money directly. He had helpers, people who had no idea they were being used. One woman in Massachusetts believed she was doing a favor for someone she loved. She didn't know she had become a money mule, receiving funds from other victims and converting the money into cryptocurrency for Charles. From wherever he was, Nigeria, the UK, or behind a laptop in an airport lounge, Charles logged in and moved the crypto across wallets, making the trail harder and harder to follow. By the time investigators pieced it together, more than $2.5 million had disappeared into digital shadows. The fall. In early 2025, the U.S. Justice Department finally connected the dots. The scam wasn't just one person, it was a scheme involving several victims, multiple aliases, and years of digital manipulation. Then came the moment Charles never expected. On a spring morning, he stepped off a flight at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, thinking it was just another journey. Instead, federal agents were waiting. He was arrested on the spot. Facing the truth. In court, under the weight of evidence, messages, accounts, cryptocurrency logs, Charles finally admitted what he had done. He pled guilty to mail fraud, money laundering, and aiding and abetting the laundering of millions. In September 2025,